Hey guys, introduce you to my Marshal. This is him. He's not finished, he's a definite work in progress. He is actually my entry into the big winter competition, which is being held by, let me remember this, Templar's Crusade 01, True BKG, and Manius Augusta Calgar. So I'm going to be entering the conversion section, obviously. This is probably the biggest conversion I've done, especially in the last few months since I've been back in the hobby. So I thought I'd just give you a bit of a run through with him. So he is based, if we can get it to focus, there we go, on the Terminator Librarian. Obviously keys, scrolls, iconography and such have all been removed. I've also given him a cloak, turn him around, which is the Chaos Terminators cloak, but I've added an extra bit on the end here, because I don't think it came around far enough to turn him sideways. So I've added a bit extra on there. Obviously on the bottom here I've also cleaned up any of the tears and jagged edges to make it nice and smooth. My Hellbrecht model got decommissioned because I wanted his backpack, which is on there. That's actually pinned in for stability. All this here is green stuffed on just to hide the pins and where I shaved the cloak down and such. First bit of detailing has been added on. I'm going to add some chains with some scrolls at some point. Probably not right until the end when it's together, just for different final details and such. Same as the armor plates here. Extra bits on those at some point. So that's that. The chain is from Forge World, just one of them, so nothing special there. I'll do the weapon next. So he's equipped with power weapon. And focus. There we go. So that's the power weapon. It's a Furioso Dreadnought weapon with a few extra bits. You've got on this corner here the Templar's Crusade, not Templar's, Black Templars even, the chapter upgrade power weapons, etched brass, guitar wire again for the cabling. And you've got bits of various weapons. These bits are bits actually from the power weapon itself. I kept them to one side. Flamer, multi-melter, or melter gun rather. That bit I believe is off a Dreadnought weapon of some description. I think it's a las cannon. The plastic card there, it's just hiding the glyphs that are on the Blood Angel's weapon, and then the Terminator Stormbolter. Still a lot of detailing work to do on there yet, but yeah, it's definitely coming along. We've got his shield, which again is Forge World shield, but with a bit of an extension on top. I shaved off the original skull and put in the bigger one from the Purity Seals set they do. So as if we can get it to focus. Yeah, there we go. So that's that. Green stuff around the edges just to sort of blend it in. More etched brass, some extra purity seals and such. So, just detailing is what we want. On the back, I put plasticard so it's easier to mount the generator on the back. Or if it's a generator, I'm not sure, but that's what I'm calling it. So that's not finished, as you can see. Still got a lot of work to do down on the bottom. I need to put his thumb back in on the power fist as well. So yeah, that's his shield. The front's pretty much done. I might add a couple of more details towards the end, but for now that's it. His weapon arm is this here, which is Grey Knight's Dread Knight hand. Obviously I've drilled out the weapon that was there. There's the other bit, which fits perfectly on there, which is great. So that's that. And what else? Shoulder pads. Again, full drill ones, but I've taken 4 to make these 2. You've got the one with all the skulls. Let's get that into focus. There we go. And I've added the banner down on the bottom there, for just a bit of extra detailing. Then we've got this one, which I've added the bit that's just under my thumb there. This bit here, with a bit of wire at the top, just for something so it's not just stuck there. So that's about it really. There's going to be a lot of final details and such on him. Like I said, the chains will also be on his shield, which will be fastened to the back of his fist there, and they'll come down past one side of the skull and then past the other side of the skull, which is why I've left those 2 bits there. So that's that. So he's very much work in progress. I'm hoping to get him finished by about December, or the end of December. Mid-December would be nice. Get a couple of months painting done on him. I want to take my time with him. Like I said, I've got to learn to paint first, so that could be entertaining. Then we got my 2 Terminators, which are the other 2 pretty heavily customised ones. Do this one first. This guy's actually primed because he's complete and ready to paint. Base, fairly simple, just a bit of rubble, tank traps and some tank tracks as well. So he's sort of there as he is goading the enemy, sort of thing. Yeah, come on then if you think you're hard enough. They're both pinned, so I can still paint the chest. The weapon itself, get that in focus. Or try and get it into focus. Maybe it won't because it's black. Oh well. I gotta get used to this thing, as I said. So it's been cut on the wrist, and that's been rotated. It's also pinned as well. Same again on the weapon. Let's get into the camera, it might be helpful. That's been cut, pinned and rotated. The cabling is guitar wire. It makes perfect scale cabling. So that's that. The shield's fairly simple. That was just shaved off a bit on the hand and on the actual bit to bring it in closer to the body. Oh, I hope I haven't lost that. Nope, there it is. Okay, so excuse me. All of my Terminators will be having loincloths. These are actually the Chaos loincloths. There is one on this guy as well. Obviously a bit of detailing. And yeah, quite happy with how this guy turned out. The arm wasn't easy to get to position, well, in the right position at least not to look sort of semi-natural. So I think it looks pretty good. So that's him, ready to paint when everything arrives. So you got this guy. This guy's kind of like the Sergeant, I suppose. I say kind of like the Sergeant. This arm's actually fixed due to him having to hold his shield, which it's fairly sturdy. I might have to do something down the bottom there. Bring it into the camera. I need to get used to this, like I keep saying. So, Forge World again. Some more Purity Seals. Bit of a big chunky base on this guy. His other arm. Again, if I remember rightly, that was cut and rotated. 90 degrees? Yeah, 90 degrees again. Guitar cabling. If you look closely in there, I've still got a bit of work to do. So just need to box that bit in there. Don't know how well you can see this. See if I can get into focus. Yeah, there we go. Or was in focus. Come on. No, don't want to. Okay, so that's that. Again, green stuff in there though, where I had to extend his arm. That actually came out pretty well. I would like that to focus. Is it going to? Yeah, there we go. So, it came out better than I thought it would, considering my sculpting skills are next to nil. Although they've certainly improved with that guy over there. So, those are my 3 current conversions. Other conversions I've got planned is I want to do a fancy Necron Lord and a fancy Necron Destroyer Lord. There's also a vehicle I want to do for Apocalypse for my Black Templars. Okay, as I was saying, whilst I went to find the pictures, this is the base, I suppose you could call it. The picture I'm going to base the vehicle on, more to the point. It's by this guy here, Andre 1969 from DeviantArt. If you haven't seen some of his stuff, I suggest you go and do so. This is his Helbrecht Pan Land Raider. This is the sort of thing I'm going to do, but it's going to be bigger. It's going to be slightly wider, and it's also going to be longer. I'm going to add a third door on the side, mainly so that it actually has some form of transport capabilities. But yeah, as you can see, these 3D models are absolutely insane. This one here is actually coloured. So that'll give you some idea. Weapon wise, I think mine was going to be pretty much the same, except the front here is having a Vulcan Mega Bolter, just to give it a bit of oomph, and possibly interchangeable sponsons from the Firestorms or twin link las cannons maybe. But I haven't quite decided on it, so a long way off this one yet, because from what I can see it's going to take about 3 Land Raiders in total to build it. So yeah, long way off, lots of planning needed, but I'm going to leave that one for now until at least my Necron Lords are done, especially him. Although I do think him crawling out of that would look rather good. Well, not exactly crawling, more of walking, but yeah. Alright, cheers guys, and I'll catch you later.